1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. That's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This one fielded at the 5. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're tackled by Jordan Jackson.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll run the motion to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Then he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, he'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
They snap it to Fields.
Able to complete this to Shenault. Touchdown, Chicago! Laviska Shenault with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Cyber up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Through one quarter, 14-7. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Play action. It's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Niners at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right?
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Fields.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Skirts by him at the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Laviska Shenault
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute level, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, Fields.
That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Fields on 1st down.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Seibert's kick is good, and the lead now 11, 24-13. They already had the early lead, and they get
get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. So we have reached halftime here, and then we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now Justin Tucker is out to try the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to the running game with Swift. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. First down, and they go with Swift again. Gets by him at the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Off play action, Fields. And he's got his man in strong. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And a A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading him out.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jackson will throw again.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Swift will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
All eyes on Fields. Able to complete this to Shenault. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.